All right, let's talk about what showing up actually means to me now. This journey I've been on is kind of unique in the sense that I'm kind of documenting it. So if you are in tune or tapped in or listening, whatever the case may be, you are actively seeing my progression on a day-to-day basis. Um, including and or excluding whatever I decide to share, if it's personal anecdotes about myself, my life, or in the sense where I'm just sharing insights that could be mental gems, philosophically, spiritually, etc., etc. So in that turn, I am already showing up for myself because this is a daily commitment, like a life thing, life entries that I'm, procuring for myself. However, showing up for myself has transcended into something completely different as I've been doing this. For me, showing up for myself is the act of embodying the passion as you are doing whatever it is you set out to do. So, obviously, keeping the promises you've made with yourself is a big factor. But again, really believing that what I'm doing, I think that has been such a big shift for myself. Whereas in the past, I'd show glimpses of it, but to be doing it on a consistent basis has been really paramount to my progression. It's funny too because I've talked about how I've integrated into this new sense of self. I adopted a new me that I operate as. But when I hear that type of nomenclature, for lack of a better term, it always sounds degrading to our old self. Like I'm this new version of me, F that old version of me. That old version of me can't compare, etc., etc. But I keep referring to this journey, but rationale that I've had recently is that my old self is probably the bravest person I could ever know. Because at a certain point, my old self decided that if nothing changes, nothing changes. So he decided to make a change. And I just had to think about that for a second. You get to a point where you know that everything that is occurring in your life is because of you, but you are so hardwired not to change. It's like ingrained into your DNA. But despite that, you decide you're going to overcome it, overcome yourself, unwire and rewrite everything about you down to a psychological level and overcome that and become this best iteration of yourself. I don't know. That sounds really badass. And it doesn't sound like an easy task whatsoever. So I look at it as my old self was the catalyst for my new sense of self to even exist. Because I started so long ago, I was able to cultivate momentum and be afforded the right to be here today. And I think that's very powerful. But those are my thoughts. What do you think? D Speaks. Talk to you in the next one.